Thank you, Joanne Wolfe, for playing When Thou Art Near by J.S. Bach. I am Chaplain Ann Weaver, and I welcome the families of Lois Bull, Dottie Stambaugh, Marion F. Stoltzfus, Jacob Dagan Jr., and Rhoda Landis to this service of remembrance. I also welcome friends across campus and families watching online. May we come together as one, across the miles, to join our hearts as we remember and give thanks for these precious lives. I want to begin with a poem from the Bottom of the Bottle blog entitled You Were the One, and it is based on Matthew 11:28-30. I know when I was tired, mind and body so weary, where thoughts so heavy laid upon this soul, and I could carry no more. You were the one that came to me when all looked so lost. You were the one who took it all, my burden and my pain. You were the one that lifted me from the dust and dirt I was found. As you were the one that gave me hope and the strength to face the world. I invite Mary Bucher to sing Come Unto Him from the Messiah, which is also based on Matthew 11:28-30.
Come I'm Chaplain Kathy Miles. Let us remember our loved ones. Lois Ann Bull, age 82, died peacefully on Wednesday, January 31st. Her life began in Radburn, New Jersey in 1941 as the daughter of Harry and Ruth Page. In her earlier years, Lois attended the Radburn and Fair Lawn public schools and graduated from Princeton High School in New Jersey. In 1962, she graduated from Hobart and William Smith College with a BA and earned a master's degree from Columbia University in New York City the following year. She taught elementary school in New Jersey and Maine. In 1965, she married Ben Drew Jr. During those years of marriage, she served as president of the Pine Cobble School PTA, formed a community theater in Williamstown, Massachusetts, took a turn as a den mother, and helped lead a 4-H group for many years. Following a divorce in 1992, she married Robert Bull and moved to Easton, Connecticut. For several years, she volunteered at the Women's Exchange and the Easton Public Library. She formed a business, Bull Enterprises, and did design and layout for the Bridgeport Women's Hospital Auxiliary, the Center for Women and Children, and the Easton Public Library. Lois was a voracious reader and writer and wrote several self-published books. She never missed a writing group meeting and loved writing about her life experiences and was a longtime member and leader of the Contemporary Club of Greater Bridgeport. Lois was an avid bridge player and loved couples bridge. She also loved to travel and made many wonderful picture books to commemorate the adventures. In her lifetime, she visited 43 countries and always believed that being an AFS exchange student to Greece at 16 was a life-changing experience. Lois will be remembered for her loving devotion to her family, her generosity, kindness, and caring, and her welcoming smile and light heart. She never took herself too seriously. She loved to laugh and often found the humor in life's twists and turns. Lois will be greatly missed by family and friends. She is survived by 2 children, Christopher Drew and Abby Drew Service, 4 stepchildren, 8 grandchildren, 9 step-grandchildren, and 7 step-great-grandchildren. A celebration of life service took place in West Bethany Chapel at Landis Homes on February 17th. Let us remember Lois Bull and all who love her.
Dottie Stambaugh, 93, of Lancaster, formerly of York and East Berlin, died Thursday, February 8. She was the wife of the late Orrin Stambaugh, to whom she had been married for 63 years. Dottie devoted her life to helping others live a healthy lifestyle. As an educator and certified lifestyle counselor, she taught classes in nutrition, weight management, and strength training through Penn State Cooperative Education of York County. Dottie was an elegant lady. She was an avid bridge player, accomplished seamstress, gardener, cook, and volunteer for the League of Women Voters and the Women's Club of York. To Dottie, there was no place like home. Her joy for entertaining and decorating created a welcoming place for family and friends to gather and celebrate life's special occasions. She was indeed the hostess with the mostess. Dottie loved her family. She is survived by her daughters, Kim Jurickson, and husband Mitchell, and Ann Meeder, and husband John. Sisters Ruth Minnick and Pat Jacoby. Her grandchildren include Ashley and Ben Meeder, Britta and Max Jurickson, Erica Miller, and 3 great-grandsons, George and Mitchell Miller, and William Ruiz Meeder. A private family service was held in the Memorial Garden at First Presbyterian Church of Lancaster, where Dottie was a member, at the convenience of the family. We remember Dottie Stambaugh and all who love her.
Marion F. Stossfuss, 95, went home to the loving arms of her Savior on Monday, February 12th at Landis Homes. She was born in Ephrata to the late Elmer and Mabel Forney Bollinger and was the wife of the late Ralph Stossfuss, who passed away in January 2023, and with whom she would have celebrated 71 years of marriage on February 28th. A talented seamstress, Marion worked for the French Creek Sheep and Wool Company, making high-end sheepskin coats and leather garments. Later, she maintained her own alteration business, servicing both private and retail store customers. Her high energy made her seem younger than her years. She afforded her family years of holiday gatherings and flavor feasts. Marion is survived by 3 children: Connie, wife of Ken Meyer; Philip, husband of Lori Stossfuss; Lori, wife of John Byler; 6 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Helen Kreider; Ruth, wife of Arthur Weaver, and a brother, Carl Bollinger. In addition to her parents, she was preceded in death by a brother, Mark Bollinger, 2 sisters, Jean Mumel and Arlene Martin. The family would like to thank the skilled staff at Landis Homes for the kind, tender care of Marion over the last 12 years. Friends and family were invited to attend a viewing on Wednesday, February 21st at Stradling Funeral Home in Ephrata, and a funeral service followed. Interment took place at Middle Creek Brethren Cemetery. We remember Marion Stossfuss and all who love her.
Jacob L. Dagan, Jr., 88, formerly of Peckway Township, died peacefully on Monday, February 12, at Landis Homes, surrounded by family. Born in Strasbourg, he was the son of the late Jacob and Florence Lefevre Dagan. Jake married his wife Mabel Bauman in August of 1957, and they enjoyed 66 years of marriage. Jake worked for his brother-in-law, Glenn Nauman, at Nauman Construction for over 50 years, having served as senior vice president, board member, and any role he was given. He was known for his strong work ethic, which he learned at home working on the farm, and encouraged others to always do their best. He was a lifelong member of Ireland Mennonite Church and gave his time in many areas, including song leader, teacher, and trustee. He had a love for hymns, played the piano, and participated in several men's singing groups over the years. Jake was an avid outdoorsman. He hunted and fished across North America and was a member of the Red Shingle Hunting Camp. He was also part of the Old Buddies, a large group of friends who had continued to meet and fellowship together throughout every season of life. Jake will be remembered for loving God and loving people. From his wife and family to his friends, church family, and many men and women who he had the privilege to work with over the years. The family expresses their thanks to the staff who cared for him and loved their father during his time in Ephrata House. Surviving, in addition to his wife Mabel, are daughters Brenda Byler, wife of Leon, Sandra Kreider, wife of Jay, Teresa Grable, and Cheryl Brubaker, wife of Jeff, and his son Jeffrey Dagan, husband of Connie. He has 12 grandchildren and 15 great-grandchildren. He is also survived by his brother Lester Dagan, husband of Evelyn, and he is predeceased by his brother Paul Dagan and sister Reba Martin. A private interment service was held at Byerland Cemetery. A memorial service in West Bethany Chapel at Landis Homes occurred on Saturday, March 9, with a visitation prior to the service. We remember Jake Dagan, his wife Mabel, who lives at Landis Homes, and all who love him.
Rhoda E. Landis, aged 96, of Landis Homes, formerly of Strasbourg, peacefully entered into the loving arms of Jesus on Monday, February 12th. She was the wife of Benjamin Landis, to whom she was married for 68 years until his death in 2015. She was a longtime member of Grace Point Church of Paradise, formerly Paradise Mennonite, where she served her church family and community. She was an active member of the Sewing Circle and Cheerleader Sunday School class. Rhoda volunteered at the Reuse It shop in New Holland and was an active member of Farm Women, Christian Women's Club, and LGH Women's Auxiliary. For 37 years, Rhoda kept the books and answered the phone for her husband's custom crop spraying business while raising 4 children, tending a large garden, and keeping her home running smoothly. She was a dedicated homemaker and a gracious hostess who was at her best when serving a house full of guests. Rhoda was loved by her children and was adored by her 9 grandchildren and 24 great-grandchildren. She treasured occasions with family at their twin log lodge in Sullivan County. She looked forward to cooking for the hunters. Born in West Lampeter Township, Rhoda was the daughter of the late Claire and Martha Martin Ressler. She is survived by 4 children: Lorraine, wife of Benjamin Wenger; Velma, wife of Glenn Hershey; Benjamin, husband of Cheryl; Nancy, wife of Ped Abreu; 9 grandchildren and 24 great-grandchildren. Also surviving are 2 sisters, Norma Bowman and Ruth Huber. She was preceded in death by siblings, Thelma Milan, Elma Ament, Miriam Landis, Martha Forey, Claire Ressler, and Gerald Ressler. The family is grateful to and thankful for the staff of Lidditz House, Lancaster House, and Oregon House of Landis Homes, and the staff of hospice for the loving care provided to Rhoda for the last years and weeks of her life. A service honoring Rhoda's life was held on Saturday, February 17th at the Grace Point Church with Pastor Tim Rogers officiating. Family received friends prior to the service. Interment was private in the Paradise Mennonite Cemetery. Let us remember Rhoda Landis and all who love her. As we close this service of remembrance, receive this prayer of praise written by John Birch and inspired by Matthew 11:28-30. In times of weakness and hour of need, yours is the strength by which we carry on, the shoulder we rest our head upon. When our load is heavy and too much to bear, yours are the arms stretched out to help us, the grace that we depend on. In times of weakness and hour of need, your voice is heard. Come, find rest. This is grace divine, the path we tread to wholeness of body and spirit, the path that leads to you, and for which we offer our offering of praise.